Good morning and welcome to the Common Jobs coverage of this Group B clash. It's Wales against Iran in their second match of Group B's second round of matches, and it begins today. Wales against Iran in Group B. England take on USA later, and there's also another number of games taking place later today. Qatar against Senegal from Group A, and Netherlands against Ecuador from Group A as well. The Red Wall is out there in force. I've already heard him singing this morning, and now the Wales team are in the tunnel alongside their Iranian counterparts. The the kickoff is fast approaching, 9 minutes away from the elusive kickoff for this game this morning, as England play later. It's Wales' turn this morning. Can Wales get the first 3 points of their World Cup campaign after a 1-1 draw against the USA on Monday evening? Unfortunately, due to technical issues, we weren't able to bring you that one, but we've got their second match and their final match of the tournament coming up for you. So we've got two of the Wales' three matches coming up. We've got all the three England matches coming up, plus a little more action for the World Cup this winter. The players are in the tunnel, so two of the officials will be getting ready to come out in a moment. The Iranians have made a few changes to their side that lost quite heavily to England the other night. Well, the other afternoon, should I say, on Monday afternoon. Wales have only made the one change from the 1-1 draw with USA on Monday evening. We'll go through that for you in a second or so. The players are just waiting the final word from the referee to say they can walk out onto the field of play. The kick off this morning in what is promising to be a good game in prospect. There's the officials out there, the referee and his assistants are already. There's Kiefer Moore, starting today for Wales. He's there on the change. I'll tell you who he replaces in the starting lineup in a moment. As the two teams emerge from the tunnel at the Ahmed bin Al Ali Stadium in Qatar, as the two teams emerge from the tunnel right now. Wales led out by their captain and talisman, Gareth Bale. Iran led out by Ehsan Ajisafi, their captain today. They've got their talisman up front in Touréme and Azmoun. We'll go through the two lineups shortly. But while we wait to go through the two team news, I'll just tell you that a few of these players for Wales, a couple of players for Wales and a couple of players for Iran pick up a booking today, they'll miss their final group games against England and the USA respectively. I'll tell you who those are in a moment. There's the Iran coach, Carlos Queiroz, who used to be the Manchester United assistant. He's now shaking hands with Rob Page and Rob Page's assistants as we wait for kick-off. The national anthems will be starting to be played very shortly. But while they're played, I'll run you through what is the officials today. Mario Escobar, the referee, Caleb Wales, Juan Carlos Moreira, the assistants, Magetta Ndai, the fourth official. Reserve assistant is Jibril Kamara. VAR referee is Drew Fisher. Assistant VAR is Fernando Guerrero. Offside VAR is Nicholas Turan. Support. Standby VAR, should I say, is Adil Zurak. And the support assistant VAR is Bruno Perez. As the Welsh national anthem is being belted out by the players, including Captain Gareth Bale and the fans. And they've already made a cracking noise so far this morning. And they're doing it again now as they sing the national anthem for ahead of their second game in the competition in the World Cup. Looking forward to this one. I broke a curse of having no nil-nils when I'm doing solo commentaries last night against, when I covered Brazil against Serbia. Can this one prove goals in this one? Wales will look to their talisman, Gareth Bale, to provide the goals, along with Kiefer Moore. And they'll also look at the likes of Harry Wilson, Aaron Ramsey to pop up with a few as well from midfield. We'll even look at some of the defence to pop up with some as we get ready to go through the team sphere in a second, as we just watch on then, as the Iranian national anthem is about to be belted out down below us as we get ready for kick-off in this Group B encounter. Is Wales against Iran, as we watch on as Wales will look to pick up their first 3 points of the competition after that 1-1 draw, as I said, against the USA on Monday evening. On Monday afternoon, Iran was thrashed by England, losing by 6 goals to 2. They get 2 late goals and 2 consolation goals. They'll be looking to put that behind them and get into a positive mindset and a positive result going into the final group game against the USA. But I'm not expecting anything more than a Wales victory this morning. Iran could shock me as the national anthems have just been rung out with great gusto by the Wales and Iran players, and the Iran side will now walk down and shake the hands of the match officials, and then goes down and shakes the hands of the Welsh national team as well. As we now tell you what the Wales lineup is, and it's a 3-4-3 page. Is Wayne Hennessy between the sticks. Your back three is Chris Mepham, Joe Rodon, and Ben Davies. A midfield of Connor Roberts, Ethan Ampadu, Aaron Ramsey, Nico Williams. And then the front three is Gareth Bale, Kiefer Moore in for Dan James, and Harry Wilson. If Chris Mepham and Gareth Bale get booked today, they'll miss the game against England. For Wales, Kiefer Moore in for Dan James, as I just mentioned, as there's Gareth Bale and his Welsh team just posing for a photo as they just get ready now. Ethan Ampadu crouching down with next to Gareth Bale there after I think it was Ramsey told him to move into the front. Gareth Bale just shaking hands with the officials, and now shake hands and swap pennants with and give a hat to the Iranian captain, which is Ashran Safi, as the referee gets ready to get ready for Gareth Bale just shaking hands with the officials again. As we just see the VAR officials up on our monitors. Drew Fisher from Canada, the main man in charge of VAR today. He's got a few assistants there with him to help him along, as there is the Iranian side going into a last minute huddle ahead of kickoff, just waiting for the captain to come and join them. As we now go through their side, and this Asine in goal, Osan Asine in goal, then it's a Rejan Bugurani and Majid Asine and Ahmadi at the back. Then their midfield is Gulezad, Ahmed, Razed, and Ejasafi, as I mentioned, the captain. And then up front is their front two. Their best front two that they've got in this Iranian side is Mohamed Touremi and Sadar Azmoun. Wales' all-time leading goal scorer is Gareth Bale with 41. He's got his 41st goal from the penalty spot against the USA on Monday, and he'll be looking to add to that today against this Iranian side who got 8 for 6 against England. Mediterranean is the first Asian player to score two in a FIFA World Cup match. His 2 against England was 2 consolation goals as England were already up by then. The first game of the day about to get underway then, and is Aaron Ramsey will be the player to kick this game off for Wales. They will attack from left to right in this first half, and they are all in red. Iran are attacking from right to left, are all in white, and the game is off and underway with the ball straight out towards Keith from over left far left hand side. We goes out of play for a throw to Wales, throw to Iran, and that one's going to be taken by Rezian. Down the line it goes into the path of Grazen. It's it forward. They're chased down by Aaron Ramsey, who does well to keep hold of possession. Is it? Forward looking for Kiefer Moore, and he's headed away by the defender there for Iran. As now they get an early free kick for a foul by, I think that was Harry Wilson. But this ball is played across to the left hand side, and Ajasafi leaves it for Tuemi. Tuemi knocks the ball back to Ajasafi now, and Ajasafi goes back into the path of Pula Adjan. As that ball's played over the far side, and it's headed away. Picked up here by Nurali, and Nurali comes forward. He's out of play. He's in no. Wales just keep the ball in play. He now breaks for Aaron Ramsey. Across now into the path of Conor Roberts of Burnley. Back it goes to Chris Mepham, who's one of the players who want on a booking. If they get booked today, will miss the game against England. Gareth Bale is the other player for Wales who could miss the game against England with a booking today. Ethan Ampadu plays the ball forward. Let's keep him all flicked on. He's cut out, and Iran will come forward over on that far side. There's a ball in towards Tuemi. He's over it. And Tuemi can't get into it, and he's out for a goal kick to Wales. And that was Nurali who tried to put the ball across to Tuemi. But he goes out for a goal kick to Wales, which Wayne Hennessy will take quick and get Wales back on the front foot, with Ben Davies playing the ball down the line, looking for the flick header of Kiefer Moore. It breaks now for Harry Wilson over on that far left-hand touchline. Wilson, back he goes into Nico Williams. Nico Williams, because he said a penalty, and Schusten just over the bar. And Nico Williams just fires over. And I must say, credit to Nico Williams for playing in that game against the USA. We just see his effort go over the bar again, well wide in the end from Nico Williams. But as I was saying, he did well to play in the game against the USA because he got a phone call on Sunday evening which saw from his mother, which informed him that his grandfather had passed away, and he made him proud, I must say, after playing in this World Cup. And he actually, after the game, I saw a video image where he said, "That's for you, Granddad," after the game. So big respect to Nico Williams. There's the ball is out of play, and there is a throw to, well, a goal kick to Iran. So I said the linesman on this near side initially signalled for a throw-in to Iran, but then changed it and gave it as a goal kick in end. As the Iranian fans just clapping along, as getting behind their team as is Hussein Assine, who will look to clear this ball downfield on the just over halfway on the left-hand side. Flicked header on there by Asmoon, and flicked on again looking for Tuemi. Cleared away by Wales this time, and put the ball back up inside the set, just inside the Wales half. And here is the number 3, Ajisafi, who plays the ball over the top, looking for Asmoon, who, and no, he was looking for Goledzad, who couldn't go on end of it there. The number 17, as he looked to get the ball forward there for Iran. Here's Ethan Ampadu for Wales though, and he plays the ball into Ben Davies. Ben Davies down the left-hand side looking for Harry Wilson, who goes down. No free kick given by the referee, as here comes Iran again, looking for the run of Tuemi, and Asmoon in there, who can't go on end of him. And Wales just stadio well, as it is Aaron Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey will play back to Ethan Ampadu, and now Wales give the ball away. And the ball over the top, looking for the run of Asmoon from Rezian. It's cut out, and Wales get the ball back as they now come forward. As here is Ramsey into Conor Roberts. back into Aaron Ramsey, who didn't really have a good start to Juventus, but hoping to have a good time of it once he returns from the World Cup. Kiefer Moore is from there's a big tall striker that he is, formerly of Rotherham United and Barnsley, and also Ipswich Town as well. Is Kiefer Moore as a ball is played forward for Iran to come forward, and they're coming forward over on this left-hand side, near left-hand touchline. This is the number 5 Mohamed whipping the ball in over towards the back person. Is going to be another ball back in towards the penalty, and Asmoon's in there too. In there too, and Conor Roberts has to end the ball out for a throw. The Wales fans behind their goal, just clapping that bit of defensive play. The red wall is behind the goal where Wales are defending this first half, and this ball is cleared forward by Conor Roberts up towards Kiefer Moore, who was being held there was Kiefer Moore, but now he breaks for Ethan Ampadu, and he tries to pick out Kiefer Moore. And they try to pick out Gareth Bale as well, but can't pick out. And now Wales will have to get back in shape and get back defensively and tidy up. And Gareth Bale putting on the pressure, which leaves Kiefer Moore to put on the pressure on this left-hand side. As a man tries to come forward, as a ball playing through looking towards Asmoon, and there's a foul there on the defender was in. No, the referee says play on him, though he was pushed in the back. And now here's Tourémy into Asmoon, and Asmoon goes for goal, and he's straight into the arms of Wayne Hennessy. And the opening's almost 7 minutes gone in this first half, and it's been a good frantic start to the game. Wales 0, Iran 0. But Iran have given a good account of themselves so far. Can Wales gain the front? It is ball down line for Kiefer Moore. Moore holds up and controls well. Still going Kiefer Moore, and he's out of play for a throw to Iran. Kiefer Moore not happy with that. He thought that was a Welsh throw-in, but it wasn't, according to the officials, and I agree with those officials. He definitely came off the big tall striker there, as Wales, competing in the first World Cup since 1958, look to get their first win in the World Cup this time around. As it is Ramsey, but a free kick has been given for a push by Harry Wilson. And there is free kick being taken quickly by Iran. Safi plays the ball towards that far side and picks out Golazed. Golazed goes inside into Asmoon. Lays it off towards Tourémy. But Wales just get men back to block it, and Wayne Hennessy will claim it. And after 8 and a bit minutes gone, is Wales 0, Iran 0. Here on the commentary, I'll be listening to us and bringing you Wales against Iran from Group B in the World Cup. And almost 8.5 minutes gone, and it remains Wales 0, Iran 0 on this Friday morning. As here comes Wales again. Ben Davies plays the ball forward into Kiefer Moore. Out to the left-hand side of Nico Williams. Nico Williams wins the throw to full Wales, and he will look to try and get some support. Will he leave it for Ethan Ampadu? No, he goes back to Ben Davies. Ben Davies will go into Ethan Ampadu this time, and Ethan Ampadu turns away and plays the ball into Aaron Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey will go for goal. Will he? No, he tries to play the ball into the penalty and look for Gareth Bale in the end. Thought he was about to shoot there for a moment, Aaron Ramsey. Now he's Conor Roberts. And Roberts gets the return pass there. Does he from Chris Mepham? No, because Chris Mepham's pass is over it. And Chris Mepham is one of the 2 Wales players who will be missing the game if they book today against England in the Battle of the Home Nations on Tuesday evening, which you can hear on the channel with Nicholas Jones. In the end, there's the goalkeeper who went off injured the other day, the number 1, which is Areze Beveran, who misses out today for Iran. And a number of changes that Carlos Queiroz has made to his side, having been beaten 6-2 by England on Monday. As here comes Wales to try and get forward with a throw from Connor Roberts. He throws into Aaron Ramsey, brings down on his chest well, and then finds Ethan Ampadu, has to go back to Joe Rodon. Now Chris Mepham, and now is Ethan Ampadu once more. And Ethan Ampadu plays it across to Ben Davies. Ben Davies plays it back into Joe Rodon, and of course now to Chris Mepham. Here's Mepham now to go back to Joe Rodon, the Tottenham player. If he was watching last night, he will have seen his Tottenham colleague, Richarlison, score twice, as Brazil beat Serbia by 2-0 yesterday. But in this game so far, almost 11 minutes gone, it remains Wales 0, Iran 0, and this ball is played out right to this right hand side and Connor Roberts. Good ball into Aaron Ramsey. Ramsey will look to try and get back to Connor Roberts, and he does. Connor Roberts looks to deliver, breaks for Aaron Ramsey. No first round ball by the Iranian defence, nothing given by the man in the middle, the referee. Is Ben Davies now switching the play wide to this right hand side and Connor Roberts. Connor Roberts delivers a ball in, and it's Kiefer Moore with the chance there, and it's a save by the goalkeeper. And Kiefer Moore's down. He's had a penalty here. He can't believe that shot didn't go in. He remains down though, Kiefer Moore. And I'm not sure if he's injured himself there. The tall striker. And just see this ball in again from Connor Roberts. And he's saving. I think he just got caught by Majid there, the number 19, Majid Assine. I think he may have just been caught on the chest as he come into after having his show, which was cleared. He looks to be sitting up okay though. I'm not sure if any of the physios are on there. Rob Page thought that chance was going to be 1-0 to Wales, but he remains Wales 0, Iran 0, and Kiefer Moore has just got a cut above the eye, and he is receiving treatment. There's a red wall cheering on their nation, which is managed by Rob Page. And I must say that the late great Gary Speed would be part of this Wales side getting to the World Cup. He was him who started this World Cup journey off. Ryan Giggs then continued it, and now Rob Page has continued it even more. He's put the building work in the foundations into this building work did Gary Speed, as he is Ethan Ampadu, to Aaron Ramsey, and that ball is cleared away up towards halfway. There's Chris Mepham. Ethan Ampadu gets it there, ball played forward, looking for the run of Gareth Bale. Wales temporarily down to 10 minutes. Kiefer Moore is waited to be welcomed back onto the field of play. Goes out of play for a throw. And now the ball is out of play for a throw to Wales. Kiefer Moore can return to the field of play. And it remains 0-0 just on 13.5 minutes. As here's Connor Roberts now back into the path of Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale turns away and he's out of play for another throw to the red wall as Wales will come forward. And there's Connor Roberts with the throw in. Into the path of Ben Davies, who just lost his bearings there for a moment. But Ethan Ampadu just helps him out by winning the ball back. And then Kiefer Moore gives it back to Ethan Ampadu and he tries to flick out Nico Williams. But that ball has got too much on it. He's out of play for a throw to Iran. And remains Wales 0, Iran 0. 14 minutes gone on the commentary hub. We're also live on JB Sports, Storm FM, TC Up 2 as well. And also on our Twitch channel as well if you all wanted to get involved with us and listen along to the coverage. See that we've got one listener on Twitch, one listener on JB Sports, one on the commentary hub, 2 on Storm FM and 5 on the commentary hub too. Get involved with your comments if you can. Keep them clean and keep them family friendly. If you're a family friendly programme. And also because it's only 10:15 in the morning. Here's Connor Roberts. Playing the ball forward, and he's in towards to him, and now Asmoon. And now Asmoon's inside, and the ball in for Iran, and Iran have scored. Or have they? Iran have taken the lead, have they? I think the goal's going to stand. It is at the moment, and Iran have taken the lead against Wales. A ball was played into Asmoon on the right hand side of the penalty area, and the ball is across to the number 17, who pushed the ball in the back of the net. Wales appealing for offside. It didn't come, and Conor Robertson's poor pass was capitalised on. Asmoon is in there. He's onside, Asmoon. I think he's just offside there, so I think he might get disallowed. But at the moment, he ran lead against Wales by a goal to nil. I think he's offside when Asmoon returned the pass. And the Iran joy for Ghazalai could be short-lived here, as the referee signals that the goal is disallowed. The offside flag is spared Wales's blushes, and it's still 0-0. And Iran's had a goal disallowed for offside, and I think, judging on that replay, it was the correct call to disallow the goal. Asmoon was onside initially, but when he played the ball across to Ali Glazed, he was in an offside position, and that's why the goal was disallowed. The man who put the ball in the back of the net was in an offside position there. Iran will have their tails up now. They know they can get beyond this Welsh side and put the ball in the back of the net. Next time they do that, they need to remain onside. But he's keeping more down the other end for Wales now. Good play this. Conor Roberts into Gareth Bale. They must not let their drops now. Iran. Despite having their goal disallowed us. Gareth Bale tries to get inside the penalty area. The referee's giving a free kick on the edge for a foul on Gareth Bale. It appeared to be an elbow in there by Mohammadi, I think, on Gareth Bale as he tried to get past him. And a little elbow to the face there. And just looking at this replay again, and this is when he was offside, you can see that he is offside. He's in front of the ball when that's played across, and that is the correct call from VAR. As we wait for this free kick for Wales to be taken, it's like a corner because he's right on the line. I'll just completely in from the line, just not far away from the edge of the penalty area, and it'll be Harry Wilson to take, sending over this free kick. Gareth Bale right on the near the goalkeeper, closely being watched by Remin Razian, the number 23 for Iran. He's watching Gareth Bale close. Number 20, Asmoon's also watching him now. And there's a bit of grappling going on there between the number 8 and Kiefer Moore, and Chris Mepham getting involved too. Gareth Bale having a word with Kiefer Moore. And, well, with Chris Mepham there, Kiefer Moore been having a word, being spoken to by Ben Davis. And the referee's trying to sort out the pushing and shoving here. Can Wales take the lead here in this World Cup? They didn't take the lead against USA, and the number 6 for Iran said, as a Tolai, he's being watched carefully as he's being penalised, trying to be penalised for pushing. The goalkeeper punches the ball away. It breaks for Nico Williams, who puts the ball back in, looking for Chris Mepham in the far post. It breaks away now to Harry Wilson, who goes back into the path of Conor Roberts. Nazifi Nampadu ball into the penalty area. It was Chris Mepham is cleared away, and now Iran can come away with possession. And he's man who had the ball in the back of the goes eye. Towards Tuemi, now and Tuemi gets the ball in towards the penalty, and the shot comes in from the number 21, Nurali, and he's cleared away out of play for a throw to Wales, and it's Wales 0, Iran 0. Almost 19.5 minutes gone. Iran have had a goal to still out. Wales and just had that free kick, which was punch clear by the goalkeeper, Hossein Hassini. And now, here comes Iran once more down that right hand side. And they're coming in with the ball towards Asmoon. No penalty there. It looked like it could have been a penalty. It wasn't given as Skifmore is chasing down against the defender Purajani. And now Iran will come forward again over on the far side as they will look to build forward. 20 minutes gone here. Wales nil, Iran nil in the World Cup. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary of Wales, could have been behind but for the offside flag denying Ali Galadze, who put the ball in the back of the Welsh net after being fed across by Sadar Azmoun, but he was in an offside position as the ball came across. And you didn't need the robotic VAR pictures to tell you that he was offside. I could tell that he was offside initially. I thought it was going to be disallowed for offside, but it was initially given, but then disallowed through VAR in the end. But here comes Wales, who will play the ball around trying to get the ball forward. But Wales will regain possession in the shame of Nico Williams. Now Ben Davies, who goes down and wins a free kick for a foul by the man who had the ball in the back of the net for Iran, which was disallowed. Glazed. Now here's Connor Roberts, near side the right. Trying to play the ball down the line and he's blocked out for a throw. That's a good blow there by Mohammadi. And Connor Roberts went to take the throw because there's another ball on the pitch at the same time. Connor Roberts will now take it. And will he go down the line or will he go inside? No, he goes inside to Ramsey. Then feeding Gareth Bale, who can't pick out a teammate. Now Gareth Bale's passes being cut out. Ram will come forward and they win a free kick there for a foul by Ethan Ampadu on Nurali. No, it was on Rezian, should I say. It looked like it was Nurali at first. But then it was Rezian who was helped back to his feet by the referee. Escobar, who has had a good game so far. No real challenges which have warranted in a booking or anything just yet. 22 minutes gone, Wales nil, Iran nil on the commentary up. Free kick then to be taken by Iran, which is got number 3, Ajasafi, and number 23, Rezian, standing over the ball. Which one will it be? Will it be Rezian to deliver the ball towards the penalty? Look, first Moon heads just wide. And Sadar Azmoun going close there for Iran. But I just can't get the header on target. And Azmoun just going close there for Iran as they try to come and get their noses in front there. All they had a few moments ago, but it was this level for offside and correctly given. As offside as this ball is played forward. There's Kiefer Moore's header out wide to Nico Williams, and Nico Williams just gets the ball down the line. It goes no foul against Nico Williams, and Wales are down to 10 men with Nico Williams currently off the pitch, needing some treatment. Here's Joe Rodon back to Wayne Hennessy, and now Aaron Ramsey to Joe Rodon, Ben Davies, Rodon again, Wayne Hennessy again now, and Wales have to go back to their goalkeeper. Nico Williams back on the field but limping, and Wales almost getting under a bit of pressure. Ethan Ampadu there, but good defensive play. And Nico Williams is struggling. And Rezian is saying to the referee he needs some treatment. Nico Williams, good sportsmanship there from the Iranian number 23. Was this challenge that caused the injury and caused the issue on Nico Williams? But he's limping a little bit there. Might need a bit of treatment, but they're good to get this referee to come and check on him. But he's limping quite badly there now. Nico Williams is hoping to try and shake it off. Connor Roberts is there with a throw in. And there is Harry Wilson to head back to Ben Davies. And he will hit the ball forward looking for the winner of Aaron Ramsey. And Ramsey will switch the play to Connor Roberts. Back it goes to Chris Mepham into Ethan Ampadu. And now here is Harry Wilson again. Drops it back inside the Wales off for Ben Davison. He comes inside the Iran off to Harry Wilson. Now Chris Mepham just inside the Iran off. Gareth Bale into Conor Roberts, goes down. No free kick. And now he's either played for a throw to Wales, which will be taken by Conor Roberts. The Iranians thought it was their throw in. Conor Roberts thought he had a free kick a moment ago. Kiefer Moore flicks on looking for Gareth Bale. And there is Burjani, who, if he's booked, he'll miss the game against the United States on Tuesday. Both kick off simultaneously. England and the USA game as there is a ball across there, and there is Nico Williams, just keeps the ball in play, does well to get away, but then goes down under a challenge there, and a free kick to Wales has been given for a foul on Nico Williams by Goliaze there, and I think that's a bit soft actually, But it was the linesman that gave it, and I think that's Azmoun who's down for Iran, struggling with a bit of injury there, and he's telling the physio to come on. Jeremy coming across to just have a word with Azmoun to try and find out what the problem is. Carlos Queiroz has called across as a Tolai. To pass on a bit of instructions to his teammates while this injury is being sorted. While this injury is being sorted, I'll just tell you what we've got coming up on the channel today. We've got coming up at 1 o'clock Qatar against Senegal, which will be brought to you by Chris Coughlin and Paul James. Then at 4 o'clock we've got the Netherlands against Ecuador with Nicholas Jones. And then at 7 p.m. we've got England against USA with Mike Orneman guiding you through the action, which is good to see. All of the games being covered today, and good to see the Iranian player who was down, Azmoun, back on his feet and back into the action. But Wales have possession with Aaron Ramsey just inside the Iran half, inside the centre circle. Goes back into the Wales half and into Joe Rodon. Here's Ethan Ampadu with looking for the rumble. Chris Mepham gets it instead from Harry Wilson. And now Rodon and now Ramsey. Out wide to Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson switching the play well to find Nico Williams. So flicks the header on looking for Kiefer Moore. But there's good covering defending from Massini. As now is Iraq trying to come forward, and Nico Williams wins the throw for Wales. Azmoun there, who was down a few moments ago for a bit of an issue, I think might have been with his hamstring area. But he's okay to continue as there. Kiefer Moore wins the header for Gareth Bale, and Gareth Bale's shot is weak and into the arms of Hussein Assine there. And that was a tame effort from Wales. And they've not really tested Hussein Assine that much so far. Of Wales, as it is Ben Davies to pick out Nico Williams. Nico Williams just trying to get the ball forward. He's just standing up against Rejan there. Rejan there now. They managed to clear, but only as far as Ben Davies. Will come forward from that left-hand side. Here's Harry Wilson. Runs forward in towards Kiefer Moore on the edge of the box. He's given away. But now Chris Mepham tries to get back, but he's Azmoun. But there is Joe Rodon, who read that situation well and will come forward with possession. Out wide to Nico Williams. Down the line to Gareth Bell, who cuts inside into Aaron Ramsey. Looking for a 1-2 there, Bell, but Ramsey just holds on to it a bit too long and can't find him again, so he goes across to Chris Mepham instead. And Chris Mepham has got Conor Roberts outside of him and he finds him. Goes inside there, Chris Mepham to Wilson, and now Roberts gets the ball back, and there's a foul there on Ethan Ampadu as they play the ball forward by as a Tolai there. Who just caught him late after the ball had gone. He realised that, so he came across and just apologised to him. And it's Qatar, Senegal coming up at 1 o'clock with Chris Coughlin and Paul James. At 3 p.m. Well, at 4 and then at 4 o'clock we've got Nicholas Jones taking to the air with Netherlands against Ecuador. And then at 7 p.m. this evening, join Mike Onman for the big one. England against USA. The main game in this World Cup, in this group, before the big one on next Tuesday when Wales take on England. What a big game that's going to be on Tuesday evening if Wales have a chance to go through. England with a win tonight will put their place into the next round. Prior to that Wales game as is, and Ramsey with the free kick for Wales into the penalty area. Cleared away. But Ramsey gets the ball back and he goes all the way back to Wayne Hennessy, who's in the sunshine, so he may have to cover his eyes as he tries to clear this ball forward. He does well to find Ben Davies with the sun beaming onto him. There does Wayne Hennessy. Now Nico Williams switches the play for Aaron Ramsey, who's in the shade over on this near side, the right. Just keeps the ball in play. And here is, he ran back in possession with their number 6 as a Tolai. And he gets the ball across to the far side, and here comes Rezian, the right back. He delivers an early crossing looking for Tuemi at the far post. Chris Mepham reads it well. There's it away. And Conor Roberts just keeps the ball in play, but gives the ball away to just Safi, puts the ball in looking for Asmoon, and Tuemi trying to close down. Whereas here's Harry Wilson across now to Nico Williams. Into Ben Davies, who will play the ball into the path of Joe Rodon. And now into Chris Mepham, who will come forward for Wales. Good ball into Gareth Bale, and he will play the ball well into Ethan Ampadu, and Ethan Ampadu will play the ball into the path of Ben Davies. Ben Davies trying up towards halfway and just over that now. Inside the centre circle, inside the running off, goes back inside the Wales off for Joe Rodon. Now the running off for Ramsey, out wide to Nico Williams down line for Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson delivers a crossing towards the edge of the penalty area. Gareth Bell's awaiting. He breaks down for Conor Roberts. Edge of the box. He goes back to Chris Mepham. Mepham tries to get the ball into the path of Kiefer Moore, but that's a poor pass from Chris Mepham, and he goes behind for a goal kick. Wales nearly ran nil. And there is a Welsh fan just with their parents, a young one, and he was just sat on the Iranian fans' knee there for a moment, just watching the game, which is good to see the fans mixing at this World Cup. You don't see many fans mixing at any of the games so far. As here is Hussein Senior to clear the ball forward, and that's just a dab into the path of Mohammadi, who goes down on the challenge of Kiefer Moore, and he wins. He ran the free kick, which Ajisafi will look to take quickly and get a ran on the move once more, but they forced all the way back to the goalkeeper, Hussein Assini, who will clear forward. Headed away there by Chris Mepham, he breaks for Ben Davies to Aaron Ramsey, who turns away from his man and plays a wonderful ball over the top looking for the run of Gareth Bale. Kiefer Moore trying to get on the end of that ball too to try and support Gareth Bale, but that ball is forward and Asmoon tries to get behind Joe Rodon, who just does enough to get the ball away into Ben Davies. And now Ethan Ampadu finds Chris Mepham. Down the line from Mepham looking for the run of Kiefer Moore. Cleared away. And then act forward by Andrew Safin. He's cleared away again by Wales. Iran will come forward again over on that far side. And it's because we had that goal disallowed in the first half. 35 minutes on the clock, 10 minutes to half time, and it remains goalless between Wales and Iran. Yeah, on the commentary up, the home of alternative commentary and the home of the best in alternative World Cup action. Stuart Abbott is on. He says, "Come on, Wales. Good to have you with us, Stuart. Thank you for choosing our alternative coverage today here on the commentary hub. You may also be listening on commentary hub to JB Sports or Storm FM. And you may also be listening on Twitch as well. If you're listening on Twitch and you want to put it in your car, download the Twitch app on your phone and just put it audio only. And then you can listen along while you're driving away to your destination, to Wales against Iran, brought to you by Russ Vernon. As is, Ali Wilson spraying the ball out wide to Nico Williams. Nico Williams inside the penalty. Still got Nico Williams. Just keeps the ball in play and does well there, but then he goes out for a goal kick. And Nico Williams was unlucky there not to get the ball across to create a chance there for Wales. As there, the Red Wall fans just getting behind their team there. And behind that bit of play that Nico Williams did after being passed the ball there. Kiefer Moore just knocks the ball off for the goalkeeper Hossein Hassini to take the goal kick, but he'll take his time here with the Iranian goalkeeper. And it's a bit odd to see the Iranian goalkeeper just time wasting a bit here, especially when they'll need to really try and get a win here. As there's another Welsh fan watching on, smiling to the camera there, as the young Welsh fan was looking on, watching their team in action against Iran. Here's Connor Roberts now for Wales, plays it into Harry Wilson. Wilson gives the ball away and is picked up there by just Safi across into the path of Rezian, and Rezian will play the ball backwards. He's been watched closely there by Nico Williams, but no foul was committed there, but the referee seems to have seen something and given Iran a free kick. I'm not sure what he could have seen there, as we're on to almost 30 minutes gone. Wales 0, Iran 0. As the ball is back with the goalkeeper Hossein Hassini into Puljani. But now here's Ethan Ampadu for Wales to fetch the ball forward. Down the line is Gareth Bale. Bale delivers a low cross in, is cleared away, but he comes back to the Welsh talisman, the LAFC player. And here's Nico Williams in towards the penalty area. Cleared away. It breaks back for Nico Williams, who will try and shove it out for throwing, but he comes off Nico Williams and goes behind for a goal kick to Iran. Unlucky then, Nico Williams. And we're almost coming up towards half time into the final 6 minutes of the first half, and nearly, and it remains goalless. If you're tuned in and want to get involved, like Simon did, you can put a comment in. He said, "Come on, Wales." Let us know you're supporting today. Is it the Red Wall and the Welsh Dragon? Or is it the Iranians? I won't tell you I'm supporting. As there's a free kick to Iran. Foul on Azmoun, who was pulled to the ground there by Chris Mepham. Who wasn't happy with that. I've just read there, if you could see what he's just saying there, and if you could read that, we do apologise. If you're listening and not watching the pictures, you won't have seen what he said. I won't repeat it. It's not good for this time in the morning, or any time in the day, really, to be fair with you. as it is just Safi with the free kick for Iran. Just Safi's got Golozad walked down the line if he wants to choose that option, but he goes in towards the penalty in the back post. Coming in was Majid Husseini, who come down and innovating his behind for a goal kick to Wales. And that was a wasted opportunity there for Iran, really. They had players inside the penalty area coming to try and go and end of it, but they couldn't capitalise on it. We've got into the final 5 minutes of the first half, where it remains Wales 0, Iran 0. And here is Chris Mepham into Joe Rodon. And now Joe Rodon will get the ball forward. Here's the ball being played forward here for Wales. And they're coming forward to try and get hold of possession. As here is Ben Davies over on that far side. As Ben Davies will look to come forward. And he's played into the path of Kiefer Moore. Now Harry Wilson goes for goal and he's deflected over in there for a corner. And Wales have got a corner there. Kiefer Moore appealed for it. So I didn't see any other Welsh player appealing for that. Just Kiefer Moore there. And Wales have got a corner, which Harry Wilson, who had that shot, comes across to take on this near side of the right. And the Welsh fans behind the far side of the goal celebrate an opening goal just before half time. We'll have to wait for him to be scored in front of their fans, and like they did against the USA. Ball towards the penalty area and is claimed easily there by Hussein Husseini, who just falls to the ground after he's claimed to make sure no one can get off him. Hussein Husseini, who came on the other day for Beverand after he went off with concussion. And not really been testing much. Kiefer Moore has been having to drop back very, very deep to get the ball. But here is Iran coming forward, trying to pick out to Amy, but Mepham is across there, shipping it off to Amy. And Mepham clears away, but can't keep the ball in play. And there is Ajusafi coming forward here now for Iran. Ball switched across to the far side as the header is by Nico Williams into the path of Aaron Ramsey, but he's out for a throw. We've just appeared to have lost pitches there for a moment. We've got them back now as it is Aaron Ramsey who goes down. No free kick given for Aaron Ramsey as now Ethan Harry Wilson and Chris Mepham almost getting each other's way. But Wales just have possession back with Ethan and Purdue. Into Harry Wilson, back into Purdue once more. Plays the ball in towards the penalty area, cleared away. Makes for Kiefer Moore towards the penalty area, given whether the offside flag is up there against Kiefer Moore. We'll come towards half time as Wales 0, Iran 0 as and I can see that Gareth Bale and Kiefer Moore was in an offside position and the ball was aiming for Gareth Bale initially. And it remains 0-0. Can we see a goal just before half time as our ball is cleared forward? We'll keep you updated on how many minutes of stoppage time once we see how many we get as this ball played over to the far side. Just lost the pictures of graphics at the moment to 70 minutes has been added on at the end of this first half. In a moment we'll let you know as it goes out for a goal kick at the end of this first half as the Welsh fans just sing their national anthem in with great gusto. But here comes Wales into Connor Roberts and Ramsey back it goes, and here's Ramsey once more into the path of Joe Rodon, who will come forward out wide to the far side, and Ben Davies down the line it goes into the path of Nico Williams. Williams back into Ampadu. Bale. Williams again. Can't pick out Kiefer Moore. Another play for a throw to Wales. Into stoppage time now. Well, there's 4 additional minutes at the end of this first half. Wales 0, Iran 0. We've had 20 seconds of those 4 added minutes, and he's had a play for a throw. Got the scoreboard graphic back up with the time on now, so we can tell you how long it's been gone. And here is the path of Chris Mepham as the ball is played on the far side. And now here's Aaron Ramsey. How wide it goes to Connor Roberts. Lives the ball in towards the penalty. 2 near the defenders, but breaks for Aaron Ramsey. Now the ball from Wilson is cut out, and now Iran will try and come forward. Wilson's there to intercept it now, and Purdue finds Connor Roberts. Ball is played forward, given away, and now here comes Iran, who can get the ball down the right hand channel. Here's Tuemi inside the penalty area. Remember to Tuemi. Down the line he goes to the Ali Guraza, who had the ball in the back of the net, was just allowed in the only major chance in this first half that anyone's really had a real quick choice. And there's a ball towards the penalty and almost to go for Iran. It's Azmoun coming in on the bar post as this ball was whipped into the penalty area. And he just got the side of his touches, I think, or did he miss it? He just missed it. And if a slide of touches there from Azmoun, and that was 1-0 to Iran. And that one would have counted because there was no one offside in that move. He may have got one of the Welsh players who he apologised to while it was when the both laid on the floor there. It might have been Joe Rodon. As Hennessy clears up towards another halfway over on the right hand side, looking for the run of Kiefer Moore. He's cleared away and headed forward again. And there's Kiefer Moore, breaks forward. Cleared away down the line. And now here is Iran trying to come forward, and there's a bad change by Joe Rodon, who goes into the referee's notebook, and he's the first player to do so. And I must say that is the correct call to book Joe Rodon there. That was a definite foul, and he definitely deserves to be the first player to have his name taken by the referee. It remains 0-0, 48 minutes gone. So that's 3 minutes of the minimum 4 added on. And Iran will have a free kick. She'll be taken on this near side. Into the penalty area, will they? Looking to find a teammate. And it's taken in by Jasafi. Breaks inside the penalty. Shot comes in. Cleared away. To him. Appeals to ball by Iran. The referee says no. Waits for Pulani. Ball back in. Cleared away. Edge of the penalty. Final minute. A shot comes in from the edge of the penalty area from Nurali, and it's saved by Wayne Hennessy. Iran appealing for a penalty towards the end of this first half. For now, ball inside that Welsh penalty area. Not seen a replay of that one just yet. We didn't look like it on first viewing for me, as Wayne Hennessy clears it up towards halfway, and there is and they're almost inside the box off for Wales, on the edge of the box for Iran box. But half time is Wales 0, Iran 0. Iran have given as good as they got at the moment. Wales have had a few chances too, but there's no breakthrough. Iran with the goal disallowed for offside. But as it stands, is Wales nil, Iran nil at the break. Join me again in around about 50 minutes' time for the start of the second half. Wales nil, Iran nil is the latest score. Welcome back to second half coverage of Wales against Iran in the World Cup. The teams are coming back out onto the field. Iran are now back out. Wales are already back out about 5 minutes ago. The Iranians are now back out on the field of play for the second half, and we're almost set to go then. It looks like there's no changes to either side, and I don't think the attack minded from Wales has worked thus far, which saw Kiefer Moore start with Dan James on the bench. I would have probably had Daniel James starting and Kiefer Moore coming off for the bench. But the other side is doing it. Rob Page decided to start Kiefer Moore this game as he's just found Connor Roberts over on that far side as Wales now attacking from right to left in this second half. Iran left to right. The remaining all red Wales with Iran in all white. Winners is all in green. Their goalkeeper, Wales goalkeeper, who's in goal for Wales. A back three for Wales today of Mepham, Rodon, and Ben Davies. A midfield of Connor Roberts, Ethan Ampadu, and Ramsey, Nico Williams. Gareth Bale, Kiefer Moore, and Aaron Wilson up front. But he's around coming forward over on that far side, the left. The cross is in deep, and he goes out of play for a throw to Wales. It remains Wales nil, Iran nil, as we'll get to go through the starting lineup for Iran again in the second for you. We'll go through the side again in a minute or so when I can. As Ben Davies will get ready to stay this throwing down the line. He goes down the line, flicked on by Kiefer Moore. Then he breaks forward for Iran to pump the ball forward. Jeremy's on offside and is a senior in goal for Iran. A back four then of Regian, Fulguranje, Essini and Mohammadi, should I say. Then it's Guzedan, Nurali, Zori and Giuseppe, then Tuemi and Azmoun up front. And there's Azmoun just, if he tore his arm there, he appears to be injured with a clash of elbows with Nico Williams, who seems to be okay after that challenge towards the end of that first half. And there is Nico Williams, but he gives the ball away. Then he wants to try and get the ball back. Kiefer Moore trying to get the ball back too. And Ampadu putting on the pressure. And now Kiefer Moore tries to put on the pressure as well. As Rezian plays the ball down the right hand channel. It runs through to win, and it's the all in green who collects after the ball ran into the penalty area. And he rolls the ball out to Joe Roden, who's on that booking from the first half, the only player on the booking so far. But here is a poor ball from Aaron Ramsey. Now it was Azmoun. But then poor ball from Azmoun towards the edge of the penalty area towards one of his teammates coming in, which I think might have been Toure, which was Touré coming in. But Wales let off there after a poor pass by Aaron Ramsey, almost got punished. Ben Davies comes forward into the path of Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu will play the ball out wide to the far side. And here it's Connor Roberts back into Ampadu, and he goes back into Chris Mepham up towards halfway. Goes across to the centre circle, and here's Ben Davies over halfway inside the penalty area towards Ramsey, who broke in from midfield. Can't go on the end of it as the red wall are now behind that goal where Wales are attacking, and they'll be looking to give their support to their side as they try and get the opening goal in this game. This result would probably stand more for better from Iranian persuasion than a Welsh persuasion, because Iran would have a better chance of beating USA than the Wales would have beaten England, in my opinion, as the ball is played over the top looking for the run of Azmoun, who can't get on the end of that. And Hennessy comes and claims it again and gets Ethan Ampadu moving forward for Wales. Goes inside to Joe Rodon, who's up from the back, and now into the centre circle, Joe Rodon. Inside his own half and plays it into Ben Davies on the left-hand side. Over halfway, Ben Davies. Now back inside the Welsh half on the near side left, just a few yards in from the touchline. And he plays it across to the other side of the field and into the path of Chris Mepham. Now to the far side, and Aaron Ramsey down the line it goes, looking for Kiefer Moore. And no offside flag there against Kiefer Moore. The flag now goes up against the Welsh striker, and it was late, the flag there, and he could have gone up straight away because, I'm not sure if he's actually offside actually. I think the Rezian who put the hand over the number 23 just plays him on, and I think the officials have got that one wrong. But Wales, good bit of movement there. 5 minutes going over the second half. Wales only ran nil here on the commentary of as the ball just plays forward, is cleared away by Ben Davies up towards halfway, and Kiefer Moore flicks the ball on. It's cleared away once more, and now there is Wilson into Moore, and he's out of play for a throw to Wales. A young Welsh fan there with holding a replica of the World Cup, something which you'll be hoping Gareth Bale can do at the end of the tournament. Here's Nico Williams now in towards Kiefer Moore. Can't get an end of that. And he breaks for Aaron Ramsey. Edge of the penalty. Aaron Ramsey going towards Wilson. Giving away. And now here comes Iran, and the ball's played through to Asmoon, who's onside. Asmoon's through inside the penalty. Asmoon's through a goal. And Asmoon, it's the post! Come off the post there for Iran. Almost 1-0 to the Iranians. And now the strike here from edge of the box. It's the post again. And another save from Asmoon, and then, oh my chance! Oh my word! Within 6 minutes of the second half, Iran could have been 1-0 up with 3 different chances. Oh my word! What a start to the second half! Asmoon broke forward first down the right hand side for Iran. He struck his effort against the post. Come back out to Goladze, whose effort was come back off the post again. And then Asmoon's header was saved by NSA, let off there for Wales. And now they try and come forward down the left-hand channel looking for the win of Harry Wilson. Wilson putting on the pressure and wins a throw-in for his side. Nico Williams will take into Harry Wilson. And then Iran get the ball back, and now Iran is the closest anybody's come by hitting the post twice and having a shot save. Now Kiefer Moore. Out wide to Connor Roberts. Down the left for Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale here looks to put the ball into the penalty area. Towards Kiefer Moore! And Moore heads over. And he's behind for a goal kick, and that's a big chance for Wales there. But this is a chance again. Tremi just onside as well. He broke through his effort as he was challenged by Rodon, came back off the post. And then Guraja killed in effort, which came back off the other post. Come back out to Asmoon, who heads, and while he's down on the floor, Wayne Ennison manages to save it somehow. There's a chance for Iran, where they hit the post twice and then the shot was saved, just to give you a bit more description of what happened there. But it did look like Asmoon was offside when they hit the post there, but Ramsey goes down, and a free kick to Wales here, and Wales will have a chance to get the ball into the penalty area. It was a foul by Pura Alajanji, and there's a Tolai, and it remains Wales 0, Iran 0, and Iran could be leading here. Wales are going to make a double change with Dan James coming on, and I'm not sure that other player who was about to come on there for Wales. I think it might be Brennan Johnson. We'll find out in a moment who the two Wales players are coming, which two Wales players are coming on. Ramsey and Wilson over this free kick. Ampadu short too if he decides to go short. It's Aaron Ramsey who leaves it for Harry Wilson. Goes in towards the penalty, but is saved and claimed easily there by Asini. Now here comes Rezian. Down the right hand channel, giving away to Connor Roberts, but Roberts gave the ball away. Now it's Tuemi, and Tuemi's shot is blocked by passes blocked by Ramsey and is claimed by Ennis there. I said it was a shot, but it was an actual pass looking to play it on that into the left hand side. But here now is Nico Williams, and he will come forward for Wales. I think it's Brennan Johnson who's going to come on with Daniel James in a moment for Wales. And now here is Nico Williams hitting the ball forward, looking for the win of Gareth Bell. Anyway, is Keith Moore trying to get there. It wasn't Gareth Bell, it was Harry Wilson who was looking for it. Now, ball out to this right hand side. Can Iran get there? They can, with returning in towards the penalty area. Edge of the box, right hand side. Back he goes to Rezian. Rezian into the penalty area. Lovely back heel by the Iranian midfielder Burani. Now for a throw. 55 minutes gone. Wales 0, Iran 0. Gurazi into towards the penalty area. Killed in. Chermy edges his back. Comes to a shot for, and then he's cleared away. Wales are on the back foot to the moment. And Iran are coming forward. Again, crosses blood by Conor Roberts. We breaks now for Mamadi. Mamadi lets it go behind for a corner. And Iran have a corner 10 minutes, almost 11 minutes into the second half. It remains 0-0, and it is Brennan Johnson and Dan James who's going to come on. In a few moments, I was right in saying it was Brennan Johnson as well coming on for Wales. But it remains 0-0 in this World Cup Group B clash. Iran piling on the pressure and on top of the moment. Ball towards the penalty area is cleared away by Kiefer Moore. Can Iran get the ball back into the penalty area? Ball crossed back in there by Azatola. Now breaks for Harry Wilson, who goes down and there's a free kick to Wales. Foul on Harry Wilson by Mohamedi in the defensive position. And now it looks like the double change of Brennan Johnson and Dan James will come on. He'll be faced off is Connor Roberts and it's Harry Wilson. Connor Roberts and Harry Wilson off. Brennan Johnson and Daniel James coming on. So interesting change there, taking off a defender for in the mid and taking off a defender for one of the more attack-minded players. Well, I can see why Wales are doing that. They'll probably go to a back four now with Nico Williams across to the, and it looks like they have gone to a back four with Nico Williams across to the right hand side. Ball down the line looking for Dan James's first involvement. Dan James puts the ball into the penalty area, breaks towards for more, heads down, cleared away. Brennan Johnson over there to try and get the ball back for Wales. But Iran trying to come forward. And Nico Williams, as I thought, is going to cross to that right hand side. He's gone back, going to a 4-4, gone to a 4 with the bag now, Wales. He's now gone to a 4-4-2 Wales. Now running through that Wales side again after now those two changes have been made, since he's now gone to a 4-4-2. Wales will line up looking like this now. It's Wayne Ennis sitting goal. Nico Williams at right back. A back, two centre backs is Chris Mepham and Joe Rodon, with Ben Davis at left back. The midfield now is on the right hand side Brennan Johnson. On the left, Daniel James, with Aaron Ramsey and Ethan Ampadu in the middle, and then Gareth Bale alongside Kiefer Moore in attack. Iran yet to make any changes, so they remain in the 4-4-2 formation as well. So Wales have now gone to match them up. Carlos Queiroz just watching on as they've got a player down here Iran at the moment. I think he's as a Turlai, and there's Azmoun who's down, and Azmoun will look like he will have to come off, and there's going to be number 10, Karim Ansrifrad. who's coming on, and Asmoon, who looked to cause Wales a few problems in this game, is the player coming off. What can Wales do in this game to get back into get back on top? As Iran have been on top at the moment in the last few minutes, and Asmoon is coming off for Azrafrad, or that's not happening just yet. I think Asmoon's going to try and go back on at the moment. That substitution just came up on the monitor there, but he's not been happened yet. And now we're gone here in the Ahmed Bin Ali Stadium in Qatar. It's Wales 0, Iran 0. Here's Ben Davis. Lovely footwork. Ball played over the top looking for Dan James. Plays towards Keith Gareth Bell. Plays for Ramsey on the edge of the box. Ramsey clears up. It's cleared away from him. Here's Ethan Ampadu in midfield now. Here's Nico Williams. Down to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson cuts inside of Nottingham Forest. Brennan Johnson still going, the Nottingham Forest player. Nico Williams. And now two Nottingham Forest players over on that far side together. Ethan Ampadu puts the ball in. 2-4 into the penalty area there. And it was all the way behind for a goal kick. Asmoon is back on for now. So the Iranian change, which we're going to see Asmoon off for Anza Farad to come on, is not going to be taking place as of yet. It remains 0-0 between Wales and Iran. 61 minutes on the clock. Just over an hour gone then. 0-0 is the scoreline. Hopefully we'll get some goals in this game. And hopefully I'm not going to be a jinx for this one. Because if it is, I'll blame Luke Turton. Like I can normally do if it's a 0-0 game. But the substitute that was going to come on, Anza Arafat, is putting his bib back on. The substitution's not going to be made just yet. Which is Aaron Ramsey now to go forward. Dan James wins. Thought he was going to win a corner, but the ball didn't run out of play. I thought we were going to go out for a corner. We didn't. But here's Kiefer Moore. Loses out. And now here come Iran. Can they get further? There's a man gone down there. Ethan Ampadu just slips down. Here's Tuemi. Tuemi coming forward. Tuemi please out wide to this right hand side. Looking for the run of Rezoim. And he's had to be put behind for a corner there by, I think that was Joe Rodon. He had to put that behind for a corner. It might have been Dan James back to help out. I think it was Dan James actually who put it out for a corner. And Iran back on the front foot and back causing Wales a few problems. Can Iran get into the lead and prove another shock in this World Cup? Everyone thought Wales would walk over Iran after they got beat by England 6-2. But NSC claims it well. And now here comes Ramsey for Wales. Ramsey will switch the play, looking for Nico Williams and finds him. He's got Brennan Johnson outside of him and finds him. And then tries to go on the overlap to make a 1-2. No free kick for foul on John. Foul by Williams as Johnson still has possession. Advantage played. Johnson's cross is blocked. Goes back towards Brennan Johnson. Iran come away with possession, but Nico Williams back in there to win the ball back. Ampadu for Johnson. Johnson attacking down the right hand side. Here's Ethan Ampadu trying to pick out Nico Williams, but it is Iran coming forward. They've got men up and the Welsh shirts are flooding forward. It's 4 against 2 in the back there, and that's a good defensive blow there by Ethan Ampadu to get back and put the block in to get back because of the run that Nico Williams was on and where far Nico Williams was up that field of play. He did well there to put that block in. He should have took it a bit earlier there, the Iranian player. I think it might have been Tuemi. Should have took it a bit earlier there, Tuemi, to have that shot on goal. But they took too long. Iran have a corner then. Training inside the penalty area, as to his Asmoon, who's there. Davis is watching Asmoon close to his number 3. And just Safi to take the corner then. And just Safi with the corner in towards the penalty area. Breaks in there. Breaks for Ramsey on the edge of the box. Ramsey can fetch the ball away for Wales. Look to pick out Dan James over on that far side. And how to play for a throw then. It remains Wales 0, Iran 0. 64 minutes gone. And this is Iran is saying they should have had a corner. Should have had a penalty in there for foul, should I say, from that corner. The referee didn't agree, neither did VAR, and Wales are in possession, coming forward over halfway. 65 minutes gone. Brendan Johnson plays the ball out wide. Here's Nico Williams. On to Aaron Ramsey. The Colin Troops coverage. 65 gone. Wales nearly ran nil here on the of alternative commentary. You're watching and listening along to Wales against Iran as Wales waiting to score to get their first win in the World Cup. Their last in the World Cup was 1958 until now. Can Wales get into the lead in this game to give them a famous World Cup victory and a World Cup victory in the group stages for such a long time? I'm not sure if they did win a World Cup match back in 1958 because I wasn't even born then. As a ball is out wide from Aaron Ramsey to Nico Williams. Williams delivers a ball in towards the penalty area and too high on that cross. And Iran will just tidy up his, and just Safi just clears the ball away. Flicked on there by Asmoon towards Tourémy, but Chris Mepham is bad there to defend well. And now NSC finds Ethan Ampadu over halfway from Ethan Ampadu now, and he switches the play well to pick out Brennan Johnson. Nico Williams should be going on the overlap there, but he's not yet. So Brennan Johnson goes well in towards the penalty to Gareth Bell. Bell can't get to the loose ball. It's cleared away. Nico Williams is there. He's out of play and he's throwing to Wales. Majid has seen if played for an handball again. Played for an handball there, and we'll show the referee's giving. I think the referee's just told him to take it again because he was in conversation with a midfielder with the Iran player then, and that wasn't handball by Nico Williams actually. But the referee, but there's the substitution now, and it is Asmoon who's going off, which I thought would have gone off a few, and he's coming on is Karim Ashrafrad. So that sub is now being made, and Asmoon has played well today. 2 shots on target from the Iranian forward, but he's not scored anything. One struck the post in the second half. And then saved as well. Can Iran continue to hold Wales here, which would be more suited for from Iranian persuasion? And the Iranian fans would be happy with their team's performance if he was this. As is James in towards the penalty area. Cleared away is it to the near post by Rezhan. It is, and Rezhan and Wales will try and get the ball back and get it forward to try and cause a few more problems. Group B of the World Cup. Well, that ball is played in towards the penalty area, looking down the right hand side, looking for the run of Kiefer Moore, which has not come off. And I've got to say, the start for Kiefer Moore for Wales today has not really worked for Rob Page. Rob Page it's not really worked for him. As you're listening to the Colin Troops coverage of Wales against Iran, Kiefer Moore's there with no foul. No, it was Gareth Bale. No foul on the Welsh talisman. And here's Tourémy Plays the ball through towards the substitute that's just come on. Andrew Fabry can't go on the end of it. And it remains 0-0. Wales 0, Iran 0. 69 minutes gone here. Almost 69 and a half minutes gone here. Can we see an opening goal in this game as Wales try and come forward and create that opening? But the ball down the line looking for Brennan Johnson. Is a poor one from Aaron Ramsey. And it's cleared away by Iran. And now it is a substitute. Andrew Fabry. Across now to Glazer. Glazer in towards the penalty area. Cleared away to Rezian, who pushed the ball back in. Cleared away behind for a corner. Is it? Yes, it's behind for an Iranian corner off of the head of Chris Mepham. With 20 minutes left to play then. Wales 0, Iran 0. Can we see an opening goal in this game? There is a few flags there from different countries. I saw an American flag there as well. There's someone from Iranian persuasion just on the monitor in the crowd waving along. 4 corners to 1 in favour of Iran. This is their 4th corner. In towards the penalty area it goes. Everybody inside the penalty area there. Les is there. Can he play to Rezian? No, he goes inside to Ezatolai. Ezatolai pushes the ball towards back post. Headed down in towards Turemi and is saved by Hennessy. Who gets Aaron Ramsey to get the Wales moving forward. And he hits the ball forward. Too much on that ball forward. Looking for the run of Kiefer Moore. And no, and he couldn't go on the end of that. I think he was looking for Gareth Bale actually. Or it might have been Dan James, but he didn't find any of them. And now can Iran come forward in possession. And over halfway, but Kiefer Moore nips back in to get the ball back. Pierce for a free kick for Fallon. Kiefer Moore, nothing given. As Iran come forward. It's out wide from Rezian to in towards the penalty area. He's had an effort off the post in this game and a goal disallowed and he's behind for a corner. Wales 0, Iran 0. If you just tuned into us here on the commentary hub, the home of alternative commentary. Brilliant coverage from us on the World Cup, even if I do say so myself. As is Rezian towards the penalty. Comes out to the edge of the box. Shot cleared away off the head of Ben Davis. And now Brennan Johnson nips in to get the ball back for Wales. We lose it out now. And now Iran will come forward over on that far side. Nur Ali comes forward again. Nico Williams is across there to clear. Up towards Kiefer Moore and halfway. Towards Brennan Johnson. It breaks now for Joe Rodon. Rodon back to his goalkeeper Hennessy. Back into Rodon. Joe Rodon under pressure as he comes out from defence. Up towards halfway Joe Rodon. And he gives the ball away. And that was all down to the pressing from the front men of Iran. Here's Touemi. He scored 2 goals against England. It's wide. Shot. It's pushed wide. There's a Turlai pushed. There's a shot which goes wide. And Hennessy, I think, got a touch to it. He did because he's given a corner. But that was unlucky there from Iran. Can Iran score from this corner? Crossed in and put behind the back post by Ethan Ampadu. And Iran again on top now. And this is a good shot from Ezatolai from the edge of the penalty area. And what a fingertip save that was. Just pushed it around the post. I was heading in that bottom right hand corner of Wayne Hennessey's goal. If it wasn't for his big fingertip end on it, Iran get on the score sheet here, which is something they deserve for the last few minutes of play. He's going to be taken again. And as a result, Ambash will be coming on shortly for Iran, the former Brighton player. Can they get on the front foot here? Can Wales get on the front foot here? It'll be a corner kick. Whipped in towards the penalty. Punch clear by Hennessy. Headed back into towards the penalty area. Touemi's in there challenging Hennessy. Breaks to this left hand side. Right hand side as it whips the ball back in. Headed away this time by Kiefer Moore. Ball back into the penalty area. And breaks it on this right hand side again for Iran. Back he goes to Rezian. Rezian will come forward for Iran. Good ball into the path of the Turlai. Shot was saved a few minutes ago. Goes out to Natalia, shot his blocked by Kiefer Moore back there. And now here is Nico Williams. Nico Williams just sends the ball forward looking for Kiefer Moore to chase. But Iran will come back with possession. Goes out of play for a throw to Wales. Wales living dangerously at the moment. Iran are just, and that's another good save there from when I see. I'm just seeing that fingertip save again. And that is a fantastic fingertip save. 'Cause if it wasn't for him, I think he might have just crept in that bottom corner, you know. Or he could have potentially have just gone wide. He came back and he's about to come on and then maybe did 2RB2 for Iran in a few moments. Here is Aaron Ramsey for Wales. Trying to pick out Dan James. He's out of play for a throw. They can't continue. And he indicates they can't come on here. So I wonder if that's going to change one of the substitutions that they're going to make. Now match is there. So to Arby. There's a stopping in play while the referee sees this, and the first sub is going to be Arby for the number 3 Ejus Safi, who's coming on, and he's also number 17 coming off. Rezai for Kambash. Kambash is coming on for the number 17. That's the first sub which has been confirmed. And Safi is also been coming off as well. And coming on for him is Tuabe. And Joe Allen is going to come on for Wales in a moment. And he's come on for Ethan Ampadu there. But Ethan Ampadu has played well today. But he's now gone off for Joe Rodon. As Nurali comes off as well. As Chesney comes on to replace him for Iran. That's another change there for Iran. Can Wales get the opening goal of this game? Joe Allen is on to try and help them do that. Or can Iran get the opening goal in this game? We'll wait and see. But at the moment, we're waiting for the substitute. We're still waiting that first elusive opening goal of the game. Here is the ball over to Dan James. Dan James comes forward, goes down. No challenge no foul according to the referee. It was a fair challenge as Kiefer Moore wins his side of throwing. Oh, he thought he had, but he's been given to Iran. And I thought that was a Wales throw-in, in fact. But he has been given a Wales throw-in now. Ben Davis will take it. 11 minutes to go. Wales 0, Iran 0 here on the commentary hub. Can Wales get a goal back here in front of, can Wales get the opening goal of the game here? It remains locked to 0-0. No real quality in this game, but Wales have had chances, so too have Iran. Will we get the opening goal of the game to make sure I don't have another 0-0 on the channel? Can Wales get their opening goal in this game, or can Iran get a goal which they deserve? The Iranian side have played absolutely fantastic today. It's Wales 0, Iran 0. Iran have had chances in the post twice, and an FSA by Wayne Hennessy too. Resham with the throw. Tuema giving the ball away now. Here's Dan James into the path of Gareth Bell. They're still looking for Kiefer Moore, but that's been given away. Now Tuema can pick up for Iran. Tuema goes for the ball towards the penalty. Cleared away. Joe Allen's there, and that's cleared up towards halfway. And Gareth Bale controls well into Dan James. Gets it back to Gareth Bale. Bale over the top of his man who was watching him. A Turley out wide to this right hand side, and now Nico Williams into Brennan Johnson, who gives the ball away with a poor pass, and he's out for a throw-in to Wales. Can Wales get a late goalie with about 9 minutes to go? Wales nearly ran nil, and there's a stoppage in play because there's a Iranian player as a toe lie down injured. I think he's got a bit of cramp, and he's getting. Well, Page has just run down to the dugout, from the dugout into the changing room for something. Not sure if he's left something in there that he wants to pass on to his players. Can Iran Israel will not be able to continue, and it looks like Iran will be making their fifth and final change. So can do it at 3 separate intervals, and they've already done it at they did 3 at one interval, 1 at the other, so they've made one more change. Wales, if they want to use all 5, will have to make a double sub this one, and it's going to be number 18, Ali Kiamri coming on in a minute. Rob Page is now back from the changing room area as Kiamri is on. As a Tolai wasn't able to continue. Arimi is on in his place. The final change for Iran. What can Wales conjure up here with 7 plus, around about 7 plus injury time remaining. Dan James puts the ball into the penalty area. Ramsey. Brennan Johnson. Nico Williams. Kiefer Moore. Ben Davies over! Oh, well, that could be the chance for Wales. And Hussein Nasidi made a fantastic save from Ben Davies' effort. I didn't see that at the time, but he tipped it over. Thought he'd just gone over from Ben Davies. Ramsey to take the corner into the penalty area. Edge go up. Breaks for Brennan Johnson over on this far side. Can Wales get the lead here? Joe Allen. They're knocking on the door now, Wales. Nico Williams in towards the penalty area. It's headed away. Can Wales or Iran get the goal? And there could be a goal for Iran. And could be a red card for Wayne Hennessy. There's a bad chance there should be a red card for Wayne Hennessy. That Wayne Hennessy should be sent off here. The ball had already gone. Which is going to be a yellow card. But I think there should be a red card for Wayne Hennessy here. The referee is going to give Wayne Hennessy a yellow card. But I think it should be upgraded to a red here. It's a yellow card for Wayne Hennessy, but I think the referee has got this wrong. It should be a red card for Wayne Hennessy. We'll watch this again here. Ball over the top. It's onside to Amy, and that's the red card. Ball's already gone, and he eye boot, catch him in the face, and that's the red card offence. I don't know why the referee's only getting a yellow card there. The referee's been instructed to go across to the VAR. It could be a red card here for Wayne Hennessy. Wayne Hennessy could be sent off here for Wales. And I think if he is, it's the right decision. The VAR is told him to go and check this one for a possible red card offence. Could Wales be about to go down to 10 men? I think they should go down to 10 men. The boot is high from Wayne Hennessy. The ball's already gone. That should be a red card for Wayne Hennessy. I think the goalkeeper may change his decision here and will get it right in the end. We'll wait and see here. This is the challenge there. Will the referee change his decision? The referee's seen it on the monitor. The referee comes across. He's reaching for his back pocket. He's reaching for a red card. Here it says yellow card wiped away. The red card is coming out. And Wayne Hennessy is sent off for Wales. And that is the correct decision from the referee. Wayne Hennessy's card has been changed from yellow to red. And he'll miss the final group game against England. Well, that's a definite red card there. No way was that only a yellow card offence. And Wales down to 10 men. And a deserved red card as well. Wales will now have to substitute an outfield player to put let's try some goalkeeper here. They use their allotted 3 substitute minutes. No, they can make a sub for the goalkeeper. And they have took off Aaron Ramsey to fetch on Danny Ward here. That was the correct decision from the referee, I've got to say. I thought red card in real time, and it was proven right by the replays, and the VAR worked wonders there. That was a definite red card. Wales down to 10 men with the goalkeeper sent off. Looks like Danny Ward will be starting against England. As Wales is headed away there. Wales towards our far side. Can Wales get a late goal here? Down to 10 men to get back, to get into the lead. Iran with an extra man. Can they score a late goal here, Iran? Edge of the penalty. Shot comes in, blocked. Breaks away there in towards the penalty area again. Shot from the edge of the penalty, and it's just wide! From the substitute to Irby. To Irby from the edge of the penalty area. And that's just wide, and Wales down to 10 men and almost conceding straight away. And that's just wide, and that was the correct decision from the referee to send off Wayne Hennessy, I've got to say. It's still Wales 0, Iran 0, and the correct call to send off Wayne Hennessy. If you've not seen it, check it out later if you can. Because that was a bad challenge, a dangerous challenge from the Welsh goalkeeper. And we just get confirmation that it was Aaron Ramsey went off for Leicester's Danny Ward to come on to go in the goal for Wales. It's Brennan Johnson. Ball is cleared away. Word on back to Danny Ward. Danny Ward will clear along downfield. There's Kiefer Moore to flick on. Kiefer Moore is down. It's cleared away. Can Wales get a late winner here? With them down to 10 men. We're almost into stoppage time. It looks like it might be another 0-0, but it's been an exciting second half. Seen a red card for Wayne Hennessy, which was deserved. Wayne Hennessy would now be out of the England game. But Kiefer Moore and Chris Mepham will be free for the England game, as they've not picked up another yellow card. But yeah, there's still time for them to do that. Rouhani and Yukambatch will be available for Iran's next game as well against USA after they've not picked up a yellow card today. And but there's still time for them to do that. We'll wonder how many minutes of stoppage time there'll be at the end of this second half. And I'm just hearing there will be a minimum of 9 added minutes. Iran with a chance to win it here in stoppage time inside the first minute of injury time. Cleared away in there up towards Kiefer Moore. Rolls up the play. Kiefer Moore goes down and wins a free kick for Wales. Ram in there. Being held back up by Kiefer Moore. And a pat on back of the head from Ramin for Kiefer Moore. There was Ramin Rezian, the number 23 for Iran there. It looks as though at first Kiefer Moore wondered what he was doing. Rezian there when he tapped him on back of the head. The Wales fans chanting Wales. Can Wales get a winner here? It's gone long for the Welsh army. In towards Kiefer Moore. Into the penalty from Kiefer Moore, and his touch is poor. Kiefer Moore has been poor today, and I'm about to give you my player of the match. And I think you'll be surprised to hear when I tell you who it's going to be. Ran on the attack on this right hand side. Free kick to Wales has been given. I'm not sure why. I didn't see anything wrong there. And to give you the player of the match award, the player of the match sponsored by Commentary Services has gone to Iran's number 9, Mehmedi Touemi, who's had a fantastic performance for the Iranians against the Welsh. Was unlucky with a few chances. I could have given it to Azmoun as well, who caused Wales a few problems. But it remains 0-0, with Wales trying to get to late winners. Dan James goes down, no free kick, as Rezian takes a throw quickly down the line. And he goes inside and clears it back into Rezian. Gets the ball forward, and now Joe Allen gets the ball forward. Here's Daniel James, who goes down and wins a free kick. Page just getting the ball back off the Iranians for the free kick to be taken quickly. Ben Davies will take the free kick then. Potential last chance for Wales to get a winner here. They're down to 10 men. Can the 10 men of Wales get a win here against Iran? The Wales fans are chanting Kiefer Moore's name as Ben Davies with the free kick in towards him. But the goalkeeper comes out and claims it there. Osanesini. Now Iran will come forward. Can they find the player of the match, Touemi? No, he goes towards Mamadi and he's out of play for a throw. Is Touemi. Back to Mamadi now, and now another throw in. Mamadi there's the Iranian fans on the big screen and on the monitor in front of me. Out of play for a throw to Wales. Nico Williams puts the ball out, and he's gone out for a goal kick to Wales. And Wales down to 10 men have got around about 5 minutes to go to try and get anything out of this game. A win out of this game, which would give them. And Rezian, the number 23 for Iran, goes into the referee's notebook there. I think he was complaining that there should have been booking for Danny Ward for time wasting. Ball's nodded on. Another play by Chris Mepham, who's stayed down. Ambash has just been booked, which means he will miss the game against the USA on Tuesday, their final group game in what could be a deciding group game factor to see who goes through with England if England beat USA tonight, which can hear with Mike Ornament on the commentary hub. Can England book their place? He's Keith Moore inside the penalty. Keith Moore puts the ball back across. It's cleared away by Iran. Comes out to Joe Allen. Into Brennan Johnson. Johnson across. Saved by the goalkeeper. Turning now, Iran can try and come forward in towards Tuemi, the player of the match for us here on the commentary hub. Tuemi coming forward. Tuemi who's just got that booking. Shot is blocked. Cleared away up towards halfway. Gareth Bale trying to go and end it for Wales. The ball's down the line by Iran. Further down the line as well. Can they keep the ball in play, Iran? They can. With Tuemi. Tuemi towards the penalty. Joe Allen's there to clear away for Wales. Joe Allen in again to Gareth Bale. In now to Dan James, and now on towards Kiefer Moore. Ball's given away. Can the extra man pay dividends here for Iran? They're coming forward. Shot is blocked. Tuemi can't get there. It's cleared away. Wales are out on their feet now. Gareth Bale is there. Gareth Bale holds on to the ball. Does well. Concedes a throw-in. Can Iran continue here? The referee's told them to wait a minute for taking the throw. He's having a word with Chris Mepham. Gareth Bale here is the referee at the moment. Mario Escobar, who got the red card decision spot on with the VAR check, thanks to Drew Fisher from Canada telling him to review that one. It was only going to be a yellow card initially, but the red card was the correct decision for Wayne Ennis. The ball's in towards the penalty from the right hand side from Karimi, giving up, and Wales just clear up towards halfway. Throwing to Iran to be taken by Assini. Back into Rojani on towards the edge of inside the Wales off, and now he want to run. This is could be. Can Iran? It's going out to Remy. How wide it goes. Jimmy towards the penalty. Looking for the return pass. Cleared away by Wales. And now Brennan Johnson. But he's being stopped in his tracks. The ball into wide onto the left hand side. Ball in towards Tuemi again. Cleared away. This time the Wales have got tired bodies out there now. Can they hold on? The 10 men of Wales. Ball go back. Allen clears away. Edge of the penalty. The shot comes in. And Iran have scored! Iran have scored, and it's the number 16, the substitute to Arby. Iran have taken the lead against Wales. And what a shock this could be in the World Cup. Wales, who were one of the favourites to go through with England, could be heading out of the World Cup at the group stage if they do not beat England on Tuesday. The 72 to Arby has opened the scoring. And Iran have taken the lead. And what a goal that was from Tuami from the edge of the penalty area. And that goal had been coming. What a goal it was. What a goal it was. Nothing Wales could do about it. And Iran have been knocking on the door for the last few moments, and that could prove to be a big killer blow for Wales as chances to go through to the round of 16 is Wales nearly round one. And I must say, Iran have deserved it. They've been a better side in this second half. They've been creating the more chances and knocking on the door more. They went out, and since they went out to men, they've been pressing even more to get that opening goal against the 10 men of Wales. And it was Kashmir who got the goal in the 98th minute. He looked like it was Turabi who scored it, but he wasn't. It was Kashmir who got the goal. I apologise. The Iranian fans around the stadium will be looking to celebrate their famous win in a moment. Can they get a famous win? No much time left for Wales now. If they are to get anything out of this game, Nico Williams flicks the ball on in towards the penalty area. It's cleared away. Can Turemi counter-attack here for Iran? Through the middle. Rajan! It's two! It's two for Iran! And Iran have won another shock in the World Cup! Oh my word, I do not believe what I've seen here. Wales, one of the favourites who look to go through with England. In the preview shows for a majority of the people. Is now beat by Iran by 2-0. In the group stage of the World Cup is the right back, Rezian, who scored it to make it 2-0. He's on the booking as well. But he has just scored a goal which looks to have could knock Wales out of the World Cup. If they do not beat England on Tuesday, they have to win England on Tuesday now. But oh my word, Wales have been beaten by Iran. Rami Rezian, wonderful chip over the top of Danny Ward, who came on when Inisi was substituted. Chipped over Ben Davis as well. And and we almost played 12 minutes of this game with Wales 0, Iran 2. Do not adjust short sets. I'll repeat that scoreline again. Wales 0, Iran 2. Do not adjust your sets. And Wales just kick off, and there goes the full-time whistle. It's all over. 2 stoppage time goals from Kashmir and Rezian and made it finish here in the wonderful game that we love to see. Wales 0, Iran 2. And a fantastic performance all around for Iran. They deserved it on the balance of play. And that was a shock and a half, I must have to say. But what a game we have witnessed. Wales were on course to get a point in this game, but then, after defending terrifically, a red card to their goalkeeper, Wayne Hennessy, which was the correct decision in all honesty, has changed the game overall in the end. And two late goals from substitute Rubez Kishmi and right back Ramin Rezian have sealed an impressive 2-0 victory for Iran. It means Wales need to beat England in their final group game on Tuesday to have a chance of going through. If England win tonight, they may already be through. But what a game we have just witnessed. And that is why we love football. It's finished Wales 0, Iran 2. Thank you very much for listening to our coverage today from West Vernon until we bring you Qatar against Senegal at 1 o'clock with Chris Coughlin and Paul James. We'll see you then. But we leave you with this score from Group B. Wales nearly ran 2. Wales need to beat England on Tuesday to have any chance of progressing. From West Vernon and rest of the team at the moment, thank you very much for listening. Have a good afternoon and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Goodbye for now.